We're situated about 8 miles west of New York City at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. Getting toward the halfway point of the NFL season, Week 7 is underway on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Let's go. Come on, set. 18 Gator. 59. 6-man. Check. Ready, go.
Throwing on first down. Love. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 23 yards on the play. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Watch the out. Watch the out.
Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
No gain on the play. Brings up 2nd and 10 at their 48-yard line.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go, defense. Our time. Recall. 132 fight.
From the gun, Love. Going to throw right side here, complete. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. They're able to convert with a gain of 4. Had a chance to maybe limit them to 3 if they could have gotten that stop there, but a new set of downs.
And with a new set of downs, you got to take the mentality of the whole thing. Right now everyone's looking at the offense and saying they've got the advantage. The best defenses just say, okay, new set of downs. It gives us another chance to make a play ourselves and maybe change things up.
Looking to throw. Love. Forced out to his left. And time finally runs out. He can't get rid of the football, and he's taken down. Darren Lee, he's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss.
2nd and 12 at the Bengals' 40-yard line.
They'll come up after the sack on a 2nd and 12. Here we go on 2nd and 12. And he'll get this into the hands of Braxton Berrios. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 21. Catch number 100 for his career right there, and it's good enough to keep the chains moving.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Chad Hunt, 60 Pittsburgh. We got to get the ball. Do you get the ball right here? Let's go. Let's go.
Off the play fake. Love. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10.
Hey, come on out here. Come get some. Come.
To throw again. Love. And he's going to go down. Back at the 27-yard line, he's sacked. Carl Lawson with a little how do you do as he gets in there for the sack. Charles, a little bit of feast or famine on this drive. They moved the ball okay, but they've been sacked twice now.
And they've got to figure out how to plug that leak a little bit, right? Keep them away from the quarterback because when he's not being hit, as you mentioned, they're moving the ball well.
Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Love. He's going to let it go deep for the end. That is caught by Anderson for a Jets touchdown. Robbie Anderson. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Jets take the ball down the field and score on their opening drive. Extra point splits the uprights. And that makes the score 7-0. Is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Ready, ready! 10-2, sir! Check, check, lucky! Go! Check three! Out! Go out! Get it!
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20 points scored gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout, and that means your offense has to keep pace.
On second down, here's Mixon. He takes this from the 30 to the 34. On that last run, he's now hit the 6,000-yard mark for rushing yards in his career.
And moves him squarely into the top 100 rushers of all time. In fact, he can boast that he's rushed for over 1,000 yards more than Gale Sayers did in his career. And Gale Sayers was a Hall of Famer in a short career.
Now! You gonna see me in your nightmare, son!
They'll look to throw for it on 3rd and 1. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard.
Mark down, stand up in. Shoot! Two-jet bombers. Hey, Foxtrot!
Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10.
Yep. Switch. Check 24. Go.
Now a carry for Lindsey, and just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
Go!
On play action, they'll throw. Flush to his right. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
Pressure, and that's certainly going to be a key to this game going forward. And that time, they were able to get in there and influence the throw. And remember, quarterbacks got to get rid of it. They don't have the Tucker rule that they can fall back on anymore.
They come up to the line now facing a 3rd and 10 after the incompletion.
That's got to be a long day.
They'll drop the throw. He's got his man, Boyd. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a first down. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yardage.
Able to make adjustments all along the way. Doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
Check 53 is mine. Curly. 36. Hard. Slam. Check 26.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Man open, that's Marquez Valdez-Scantling. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Ready to break. 53, check 53. Now watch one. He's crashing. He's checking crack.
Back to throw now on first down. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. 2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Let's go. You tighten up. Kill. Protein spill.
Second and 5. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
No, now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Here we go. 60 outlaw. Kill. 80 weapon. Bravo. Ready.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He completes it to Boyd. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. Tyler Boyd. His 2nd touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Justin Tucker for the extra point. It's good, and we're all tied at 7 apiece.
That ties the game. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
Let's go.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
Six yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Watch tight end. Hey, 4 down.
2nd and 4. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
To throw on 3rd down. Love trying to lay one up deep. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. And call that an even 50 yards on the punt with 7 on the return. And the Bengals will take over here 1st and 10. The Bengals drive about to get going. The last possession, these guys were able to tie the game with a touchdown, and now they'll have a chance to move out in front.
Yeah, let's give a big assist to the defense who got the ball back. The special teams went out there, handled things. They've got it. They've got momentum. I know they're eager to get out there and put it on display.
Check three, check three, check three.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one good for 15, and the Bengals get a 1st down.
A big hole there. How about him handling the point of attack? Just positioning himself so that run could go right off of his backside and deep into the secondary.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
Check 43. 61, matchbox white. Hey, check 25. Get it.
Mixon with it. In on the stop, it was the UCF product, Shaquem Griffin.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run.
Yeah, let's get set. Yeah. Hey, Alpha. Hey, Sam off. Say. Deuce.
2nd and 9 now. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. The Bengals on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2.
Hey, Charlie. 53, Mike. Set the turtle defense.
Back to throw here. Able to find Isabella. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. The 21 yards there as they convert on 3rd. That's the number 2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be number 2 for long.
Well, that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys know where they stand in relationship to yardage, totals, numbers, the whole deal. And let's face it, all of them, they all want to be number 1.
Hey, high 7. 53, check 53. Here we go, D. 53 at the mic. 53 at the mic. Let's make these babies cry all the way back. Fair. Let's make fight.
They'll look to throw now on 1st down. That ball complete to Isabella. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 18-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down.
Hey. Look at me. Score. Defense.
Now Joe Mixon. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. If you're going to run against this unit, especially down here, just beware. I mean, they're the top rushing defense in the league.
Yeah, and then they go ahead and they double down with the whole thing because you think, okay, let's throw the ball. Oh, yeah, that's right. They defend the pass pretty well, too. Very difficult task right now.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays that when they have these types of kicks, that no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
At their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. 2nd and 10. And he'll complete this one to Berrios. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
2nd down pass play got him 8 yards. Now they've got a 3rd and a couple remaining. Back to throw. Love. Able to connect with Berrios. And he will have first down yardage as he's brought down at the 41. The quick slant, good for 8 and a first.
Come on, set.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
Ready, go.
On first down, Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Carl Lawson in there to get him yet again. That is his 3rd sack tonight. They can't figure him out. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 10-7, our score. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw. Love. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 44-yard line.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. On 1st and 10, Love. Got a man. It's Berrios complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch. Good for 8 yards. There's a throw over the middle. It's taken in by his tight end. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Bengals' 24-yard line. This quarterback now 9 of 11 passing in this first half. He's got his guys at 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, it's Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Even though they gave up more than they wanted to on that play, it actually illustrates how well they bottled him up throughout the game because that was his longest run of this contest.
8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. 2nd and 2. Escaping the pressure right. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. From the gun, Love, and he's going to go down again. Carl Lawson able to record his 5th sack of the season.
A loss of 7. It's 4th down.
Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. They'll spot it at the 30, so this is a 40-yard attempt. And his kick is good. And that will do it for this first half. So we have reached halftime here in a good one. 10-10 is our score. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, and ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. No gain on the play there, second down.
And that run was memorable for only one reason. There's absolutely no place to run with the football. No gaps, no creases, no gain.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10.
Watch the twist. Watch the twist. Rock it. Joker. Kill. Check four. Hey, exit.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Going up top. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee.
Let's go.
So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
Here I come again. Check. Squeeze.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. And a big loss here as he's taken down.
What a nice read and play by the defensive tackle. Never bought the play action fake. Went right for the quarterback and put him on the ground.
Good job, fellas.
After the sack, they're staring at a challenge basically from the other side of town. It's 2nd and a country mile. Now back to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Samson Abukum in there to drop him. It sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Check. Watch the ship. Hey, echo. Now.
They'll look to throw here. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Brian Poole. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5.
59. You got nothing today. You got nothing.
They'll go again with Bell. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
I'd say they've got to find a way to get him going. He's such a big part of their offense. I wonder if they might throw it a little and come back to the run.
Anything, because you're right. He's pretty much been completely neutralized. A field goal would get them the lead, but that's not what they're shooting for as they come up on third down. Now Bell. And the lane closes quickly for Bell, and he did not make it. Call it no gain that time, and they're going to be left looking up at a 4th and 1.
Check, 59. We ain't giving up nothing today. Watch safety creep. Chopper. Ready.
Oh, and now movement and a whistle, and they may have to rethink their plans on 4th down. And for the second time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And his kick here is good. And they will take the lead at 13-10. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The Bengals drive about to get going. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. 2nd and 6. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Jamal Adams on the safety blitz, too fast to handle.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
60 Pittsburgh. Hey, wahoo! 57, Mike, 57. Coming to you. Yo, go! Here we go.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one caught by Isabella. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Andy Isabella, 77 yards. And the Bengals are going to jump back in front. And sometimes those slants, they can be so tough to defend after the catch. It just happens so quickly.
And really, what gets set up there is how quickly everything happens. Ball's out of the hands of the passer in a hurry, and he just takes it and goes.
And he went all the way into the end zone. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful.
Justin Tucker set to kick off.
Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
Their catch made at the 25-yard line. The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. to throw. Love. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. You can just kind of sense the momentum turning here. It's 1st and 10. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, and that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing 2nd and a bundle. Looking to throw. Love. Open man is Robbie Anderson. They get 16 out of that one, but they'll still need to convert on 3rd.
It's now 3rd down.
A nickel look now for the Bengals as they try to stop him here on 3rd down. From the gun, Love going right side here, and that's complete. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40. That catch puts him over 70 yards receiving now as he's got a 1st down.
On the set. 59 mark. Check, 59. Here we go.
Throwing on 1st down. Love into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another 1st. This quarterback now 13 of 15 passing. That's good for 87%. It's 1st and 10. From the shotgun, it's a give to Bell. He'll get it inside the red zone, but only for a couple down to the 19.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball on this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Jets 13.
Let's go. 60 out block. Ready?
Again, it's Bell. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Bengals grab it. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And just as they thought they might be able to take that across and get the lead, a big red zone turnover.
I know that I am defense-centric, and I want to give them a whole lot of credit, but I just can't believe after that drive, in that position, ball security paramount, they turn the ball over. Terrible.
The Jets on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. This is 3rd and 7. Following the fumble recovery. Love. Open man is Anderson. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown, and that's what they're gunning for on 1st and goal. Operating from the gun. Love. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
First down, a bit of a disaster, and now on 2nd and goal, back even further. 2nd and 15. And Anderson's got it. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line. They'll still have a 3rd and goal now despite picking up 13 yards on that pass play.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you can just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. They'll try and run it in with Bell. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Jets. Le'Veon Bell. His 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Jets have once again taken the lead. Now an important extra point here to stretch this lead to a field goal. He's got it, and this is indeed up to a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. This fielded at the 2. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Charles, this one not over, certainly, but you set the magic number earlier in this game at 20 points. Said that they would need to hold them right around that marker under it. What are you seeing here?
Well, that number is still in play because we said, okay, 20 or under gives them a chance to win. Right on pace for being in that range. And guess what? They've got a shot.
They start on the ground with Forsett. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on 1st down.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Mixon. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Well, we had a number of good games in the afternoon sessions, but this Sunday nighter might top them all. So we come up here on 1st and 10.
6-6, pull it high.
They'll run here with Mixon. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
Every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
Down. 18 Gator. Hey, dude.
Field, D. Let's get off the field, D. 57 to Mike. 57 to Mike. Hey. 57 to Mike. Mike 57. Man.
Let's go.
They're going to look to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far. The crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down.
Look at me. Zipper.
Back to throw. And he finds Forsett. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
So much about offense is what you call hidden yardage. You know, you throw the ball to someone, they catch it, and then they can make a big play. You know, they create a play, run after catch. They did a really nice job there of limiting that and keeping him from a 1st down.
Yeah, stopped him in his tracks. One score down, here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 10 yards there on a Bengal first.
And yes, everyone, that was the fullback carrying the football. I know it's a dying breed, it's a dying position for a lot of people, but I still think it's valuable and important, especially one who can carry the ball.
And you need short yardage. What makes sense? Go to a big body, let him plow forward just like he did there.
It's still a big man's game.
53, check 53.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Throw left side completes Isabella. A gain of 6 there on first.
Complete to Andy Isabella. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4 at the Jets' 35-yard line.
3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth.
Keep playing hard, fellas, all day. Woo! Let's get it.
So the Bengals in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They come up on a 2nd down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down to the wire. They'll set up the throw. They'll set up the screen for Forsett. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. That's going to go down as a loss of 5, and it brings up 3rd down. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd.
Even. 4 down, even. 57, Mike, 57. Watch the blood, watch the blood, watch the blood. Watch the blood, watch the blood. Bam. Jam. Check 52. Action. Go. Get it.
He's back to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down. These are the spots, this stage of the game, where it pays to have speed on the perimeter, doesn't it?
It certainly does. And in the second quarter, he may very well have run by him. But in this situation, I know as a defender, I'm loosening up a couple of extra steps that allowed him to run with him stride for stride.
So on 4th down, out trots the kicker in a big spot here. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. And this is good from 57 yards out. That was bombs away right there. We've seen some big kicks in the NFL the last few years, and that one might just rank right up there.
And you know you can hear the crowd react, right? But I was focused in on the sideline and watched them absolutely erupt. I don't know how many of them thought that he was actually going to make that kick, but how about how they felt when the ball went over the post?
Fitting for what's been a tight ball game. We're all even at 20 now as the kick's away.
The Jets take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They've got work to do, but they do still have a bit of time here.
And they've got to feel comfortable with that, but they have all their play sequences called. If they get out of bounds, that allows them to huddle and call another play. But if they don't, it's hurry up to the line of scrimmage and either spike it and stop the clock or continue to move it downfield in order to try and get in range and win this game.
See if they can do just that. Now, the first play of the drive there is incomplete. That would have been a tough catch, but in this 2-minute drill, those are the ones you really hope your guys come up with.
Yeah, you don't want your guy to be able to take the out because it was a tough catch. You needed him to come up with that one because if he does, it alters the perspective of this 2-minute drill, doesn't it?
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Back to throw. Love. And he will score. Touchdown, Cincinnati. I get and appreciate that they wanted to go for the win, not play for overtime, but that's the cost right there.
Not so sure their fans feel the same way as you when they just watch that ball get picked and taken the other way, and now they're down 6. Looks like it's going to be a loss for them, an absolute catastrophe when they tried to be aggressive.
Tucker now to add the point after. And And they will take a 7-point lead now.
Next to score, Bengals 27, Jets 20. Justin Tucker set to kick off.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They're down here in a one-score game. At the time, it's a factor, but it's not. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Pass protection has been a problem all night long as they come up facing second and a bundle. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. So the defense helping them out a little bit here late in the fourth.
Yeah, and you're exactly right. And when you're the one doing the chasing, you'll take a little help from the other guys, won't you?
Here we go. Set. 90. Walk. In your face. Go, go. Slam, slam, slam.
Back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's second down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been really busy in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively. They'll look to throw. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down. Tried to go for the big one there on second down. Now they're likely down to their final two plays.
And you know they've got to keep going for the big shot, right? So defensively, you play what they call top down. Nothing behind you. Make everything get completed in front.
Check. You're out.
He'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Lock it. Don't get nervous. Shit.
Back to throw. And that will be incomplete with a clock down now to 13 seconds.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10.
Watch the screen.
Throwing again. Love. He's going to let it fly. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
Intended for Braxton Berrios. Incomplete. Brings up a 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. Throw to the right, taken in by Berrios. And we will get a timeout with 2 ticks left.
That's another Jets. 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Check 31.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is incomplete. So no miracles here on the final play. And this ball game is over. But, Charles, a one-score game. Down to the end we went. They had one final play in that one-score game. We all knew what was coming, the Hail Mary. They just couldn't get it done.
Wasn't exactly complicated, was it? We all knew, as you said, and go long and see if we can find someone open. They didn't get it done. Someone's happy. Someone is not.
So for Cincinnati, they remain one of the hottest teams out there as the win moves them to 6-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.